but first, a young man with aspirations of being a police officer put some of his previous training to use when he tackled a potential carjacking suspect that was trying to get into a woman's car. It happened this afternoon in Federal Way, and some of the ordeal was caught on camera. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Sabir Rayford.
And I'm David Rose. Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling live now with the details on how he tackled that man and held him until officers arrived. Jen?
Good evening. David Alex Lopez doesn't consider himself a hero, although he may have saved someone from serious injury today. He hopes to put those skills to good use in the future if he can eventually become an officer.
And I just kind of tackled him.
In this video, David Alex Lopez is holding down a man who he says tried to carjack a woman right in front of him.
He looked pretty scared when it happened.
He says the man tried to pass them both at a high rate of speed in this dark blue sedan. Unable to thread the needle between them, he scraped the side of Lopez's car and crashed.
He crashed right here, and then it kind of did a whole turn right there.
Lopez suspected the man was driving a stolen vehicle and didn't want to stick around.
He went up to my window at first, and then he looked in and saw my door wouldn't open. I think he was going to try to get into my car.
He says the man went after the woman next.
So I think he might have scraped her car a little bit, and that's why she pulled over.
Then Lopez says the man tried to break into the frightened woman's car through a crack in the window.
He put his fingers in and started trying to rip at the glass, and then after that he tried ripping the door handle, and it wasn't opening, and so that's when I got behind him and he started bolting, and then I ran after him, tackled him, held him on the ground until police got there.
Lopez says he also made threatening motions.
He turned around and said stop and acted like he had a gun.
He tackled him anyway.
Put my knee on his lower back because he was struggling. He just kept saying two things: I'm on drugs, sorry.
Lopez credits his training with the Phoenix, Arizona Police Academy for some of his skills.
I was holding his arms behind his back with one hand, and I took a video with my other hand because I was like, this is kind of crazy.
He hopes to apply for and become an officer in the future and was modest about his actions Monday.
I don't feel like I did anything that somebody else wouldn't have done.
Although Lopez has some training, he's not an officer just yet. And police say, in general, if you encounter a suspect, make sure to call 911, and they advise that you stay a safe distance away. Reporting live in Federal Way, Jennifer Dowling, Fox 13 News.